Hey, this is Productive Mommy back for another installment, and right now I'm kind of going through. I've used a couple of these installments to share with you what this vlog is about and kind of how it started. It's about more than just what it's like to be productive as a parent, which is hugely different than what it's like to be productive as a member of the workforce or pretty much any other activity. Other than parenting, it's completely different. But also, just the Lord's put on my heart to share with you what my parenting journey has been like so far as a Christian parent, and how that's changed and positively affected my life, and of course affected the lives of our children, my husband. And so last time I spoke with you a little bit about how the Lord just put on my heart not to spank our oldest, who's almost 6 now, and he was like 15 months. He was a toddler at that time, and that was really a surprise to me because I was raised under the admonition of spare the rod, spoil the child. And so the Lord really put a different interpretation of that in my heart, and then also just really guided me in the just really sharing, like, I don't spank you, so why would, and you spent nearly a couple of decades doing whatever you felt like doing, willfully being disobedient, willfully doing whatever you felt like doing, knowing I was there, knowing way more than a small child could ever know, and I didn't spank you, so how can you turn around to a 15-month-old and say, well, you deserve physical punishment, you deserve to have judgment and placed upon you because of your behavior. And so that definitely struck me. But then in this conversation I was having with the Lord, I was like, well, Lord, you're going to have to give me something, because all I know about is spanking. That's how I was raised. I wasn't spanked a lot. Fortunately for me, I was the fourth of 4 children, and so my parents were just plain tired by that point. But my oldest brother, the stories I heard, pretty bad as far as spanking goes. I mean, it was definitely probably keeping with the times, I'd have to say, of that spanking was the way that you communicated, something was really bad and that type of thing. And so I just assumed you had to do that. So, when the Lord was like, don't spank, I was like, well, you have to give me something, because if you don't, I'm going to be spanking, because I don't know anything else. I mean, obviously, I'll start out with good intentions and, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Hey, well, don't. But push comes to shove, it's like I'm spanking to get the point across. And so, God is just so, I'm telling you, God is so merciful, so caring, and gives us what we need. And so I say, all right, Lord, you got to give me something, because you're telling me not to spank, but I have no idea what to do to discipline and correct my child without at least having that as a reach in my tool belt, and assuming I'm gonna have to use it from time to time. And so literally within a couple of days of this conversation, I'm online on one of the mom group that I'm in, and someone posts like, hey, I love this site that I go to. I've been learning all about parenting and discipline without spanking or yelling. And I was like, okay, whoa, my ears are like on fire. So I immediately go to this site. It's called ahaparenting.com. And I am struck with what I read, with all this information about how to guide and correct your children and discipline them not only without spanking, but without yelling. And it was like the Lord was like, here you go. Okay, I told you to do this. You're saying you can't do it without extra information. Here's your extra information. And it has just started me and my husband on this incredible journey of guiding and disciplining our children without the use of physical punishment. And my husband's like, well, I really wasn't spanked except for a couple times, so it didn't seem like a big deal to him. But for me, it's been huge. And not just that, though, more than that, a journey of really looking at, how do I walk as a Christian when interacting with my children? And I think prior to this experience, I didn't think much about that. I didn't really see my children as, how God says, Jesus says, the greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, your mind, your soul. And the second of these is to love your neighbor as yourself. I can't say that I really thought about my children as being my neighbor, right? They were my kids. They're my responsibility. They're, as my dad would say, I'm not your friend, right? You got friends. I'm not your friend. I'm your parent. I'm supposed to make you do right. But really going on this journey of realizing that my children are my neighbor. And so how do I walk out my Christian faith, not just in front of them, but towards them and it's been really powerful for us. And so through this vlog, I just want to share that with you, whether you're a Christian parent or not, because honestly, And this is what's great about the Lord, the material he led me to is not Christian. It's secular, probably New Age, probably. Yet as I read through it, and I ended up buying the book, Peaceful Parent, Happy Kid, I was struck by passages that would just jump off the page at me, or I would read the passage and then a scripture would come to mind that would connect right to it. This is biblical, right? The person doesn't have to write anything about Jesus or God or anything, because the material is still biblical. And it made me realize that, the Lord's word is true, regardless of whether you believe it or not. Much like gravity exists, whether you believe it or not, you jump off the top of your house, you're not going to float away. It exists. You might argue what the formula is, but it's real and it's there. And God's word is so true that even if it's spoken about and you take the word God out of it, you take Jesus out of it, it's still true and it still works. And so I've been definitely just blown away by all of this. And so I have some more to share with you actually about how this has gone on. That was kind of what happened with my son, the Lord speaking to me about caring for my son and guiding him. But my daughter comes along and the Lord has a new message for me. And so I'll share that with you the next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.